with a neighbor on the street. Sorry I look like this. We worked out first thing this morning. I got a personal trainer and a nutritionist going into the next 4 months, and he's making sure I get my money's worth. But anywho, I just had met a new neighbor on our street. He was out walking when we were out just kind of cooling down, and he asked me why I had not been posting on here and wondered if the board had shut me down. And no, they have not, but I've had other priorities. My dad gets VA assistance and I'm his fiduciary, and all of that kind of annual reconciliation stuff was my first time doing it, and has been really overwhelming the past couple of weeks trying to reconcile 12 months of everything that has come out and for my dad, and has touched that VA appointed bank account. So anyway, got all that done and wrapped up. I do have some stuff that folks have messaged me about that they want my thoughts on, so I am planning to do some more content here in the short term. But I did want to just give my thoughts on the RFID thing, because this is twice now in a week that I have had this conversation with folks, and yeah, I am not planning to get the RFID sticker, and there's a couple reasons why. One, I don't recall ever asking for it. I also don't recall a majority of people ever asking for it. So yeah, I do feel like this is another kind of frivolous attempt at spending money that we didn't need to spend. We're building a $7 million plus community center. Right now, we are shoring up a lot of the I don't know what it's called, but it's basically the barrier between the water and the homes. They go through the inner harbor. We're shoring that stuff up right now. Like, that's a huge expenditure for our community. And I just feel like this new RFID system is something that we didn't need. It's not something that anyone asked for, but yet the board chose to take liberties with our finances and spend $100,000+. And in doing so, when we first moved in, and you under the old sticker system, which was read by a reader coming in through the gate, it was free. Your first 2 stickers were free per house, right? So if just a 2-person family or a 2-car family got their first 2 stickers free. And then any stickers beyond that, you bought a new car, you added a driver at your house, all of that stuff, you paid for additional stickers, fine. This new system, we spent $100,000+ to install a new system, and we did not take into account the cost of the stickers or the cards or the app as part of that funding. So for me, that's just the cost of doing business, right? You make a business decision to install a new system that people have to use, and you don't factor into the cost of what it's going to take to have people actually use that system. That's just a simple implementation strategy. So anytime you're going to implement something new, you have to enable the people doing it with the tools that they need to use it, right? So especially if it's new. So from my point of view, the $100,000 should have also, maybe it was $111,000. Maybe we should have bumped it up $8,000 more to make sure that everybody currently in our database that has a sticker today gets an RFID sticker moving forward. Okay? I just think that's just the cost of doing business. So that was a miss that we are now having to pay for, and I'm not paying for it. $10, $20, $5, $1, I'm not paying for it because, again, I didn't ask for it. I think it's a waste of money when we have other high priority things on our docket that need to be taken care of. And you didn't factor in the cost of doing business for implementing an entire community over to a new system. So that's just a failure on your part, which I'm not taking responsibility for by paying into that system. The other thing is that for better or for worse, whatever this thing tracks, no one has been forthcoming with the documentation on everything that this RFID tracks. I personally have Faraday bags, wallets that protect my information from being tracked by RFID trackers. I don't know why I would put something that tracks RFID in my vehicle when I have so many things in my vehicle to protect it from RFID trackers. So that's just a miss from a usability. If you think about user acceptance, that's just a miss because we didn't ask anybody in the community for their opinion before we decided to do this. So, hi Jennifer. So that's my other thing is usability. So as it comes to me and my family, my husband can do whatever he wants to do. He may choose to get the sticker. Let me just add a third point because we like things in threes, right? The fact that they rolled out the sticker is $10. So we're going to roll out the sticker until we've exhausted everyone that's going to spend $10, the maximum amount of money that any of these access points will allow for. Then once that sale slows down, then we'll think about rolling out the cards, which is half the price at $5. And then when that exhausts itself, then we will roll out the free option, the app that everyone can get access to. That just yells money grab. I mean, that's not even a whisper of a money grab. That is just, hey, let's maximize our revenue potential. And then when we've done that, we will start rolling out the cheaper options for folks to take advantage of that just didn't have the $10 or $20 to spend. And then we will roll out the free version to capture everybody else. I'm just not doing it, period. So there's just there's a lack of integrity there from my point of view. So again, my husband can do whatever he wants. He can buy the sticker, he can do the card, he can do the app. I, for one, will see you in the slow lane. I am going to become best friends with everybody at the gate. I'm going to call in all my guests. I am going to continue to work as if I live here and just am not buying into this new system. So for what it's worth, that is my take. I really appreciate the folks that stop me on the street and just ask me for my opinion. I definitely have them. I just haven't had the capacity over the past couple weeks to post any new content since we got back from Hawaii. But I do have, like I said, a backlog of stuff, and I'll be putting it out there over the next couple of days. But did want to get this out there because it's twice in a week that I've been asked for my thoughts on it. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. We had a huge storm last night. It's cooled off quite a bit today. I'm shaking because I'm shivering standing outside in this wind after working out. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jennifer.